segment today, we've got Vince Golanco, who is the founder and publisher of one of the biggest blogs in Manila. They get about 4 million hits a month. Okay, so weninmanila.com is the leading top online magazine in Manila and the Philippines. They're also a community of over 200 writers, photographers, videographers, and storytellers who simply want to share their stories and adventures and discoveries. So let's get to talk to Vince. Vince, are you there?
Yes, I am. How are you, G?
Hi, Vince. So you're originally from San Diego. Nandiyan ka na sa Pilipinas. Kamusta naman?
Masaya naman dito. It's a lot of fun here. As they say, it is more fun in the Philippines.
That's right. I know I want to say congratulations. You are leading one of the most successful blogs in the Philippines called weninmanila.com. And I know you get over 40 million hits a month. So we want to talk to you about what's trending in the Philippines.
Oh, yeah. Actually, yeah. Our site, we talk about a lot of things that are trending or happening right now. A lot of things people are talking about, whether it's a new restaurant, a new hobby, a new trend, or things that are not so nice that are happening online that people are talking about.
Yes, you guys make things viral. It's important that the community knows what's going on. So in behalf of Kababayan Today, maraming salamat for speaking with us. Let's get started. Let's talk about the topics that are trending in Manila.
Okay, yeah. Actually, one of the big trending topics right now is a viral video. It's a video that went viral. It was caught on at BGC, Bonifacio Global City, where a bunch of security guards were seen arresting I'd like to say a little bit violently arresting two Caucasian men. So on the video itself, if you just watch the viral video, it looks a bit one-sided. It looks like they're ganging up on the guy. But apparently what happened, what we don't see on the video, because BGC finally released a statement, was that there's a new skateboarding ban. This I just found out about as well. I'm not personally happy with it as I'm a skateboarder myself. But there apparently is a new skateboarding ban there, and they were trying to implement it. And supposedly, at least what they say in their statement, is that these Caucasian men got violent with them and ended up even hurting one of the female security guards. Which is why they had to apprehend them.
That's not good that somebody got that on video. That's not going to be good for Bonifacio High Street, obviously. But also in terms of the Caucasians, we don't really know the story. As you know, something like that happened here, and there was a big payout for that. We're talking millions of dollars. I don't foresee the BGC government being able to release, should this go the other way, that kind of compensation for these Caucasians that were hurt, obviously.
Well, yeah. Well, the details are still slowly coming in. The culture is a bit different. They're not quite that quick to sue people here and to go get into court and all that. So we'll see how it turns out. But as for now, accusations are just being thrown out. And it's really two-sided. One side says that they started hurting the security guards already first, and the other side is saying that no, the security guards started ganging up on them. So it's hard to say. And if you only watch the video, it does look one-sided on the video.
Yes. Okay, so Vince, let's move on. Let's talk about Filipino balikbayans when you pick them up at the airport. What are they saying? This is a funny one.
Yes, actually, that's one of the trending articles we have on our website right now. It has thousands of likes upon posting it. And what happens is we notice that every time you pick up a balikbayan from the airport, most of them say the same things. They will automatically complain about the heat. Well, not necessarily complain, but at least comment about it, how they're not used to it anymore, because it is very, very humid here. The heat or the traffic, and you're not used to seeing a lot of the people here anymore, especially the people on the streets, and you kind of want to help them, especially if you're coming from the States or from the other countries where you're not used to seeing a lot of street kids or street people on the street selling the sampaguitas or the other things. You kind of want to help them, so you kind of comment like, hey, what's the government doing? Is there anything we can do to help? So there's the nice things and then the not so nice things where they also complain about the heat or the traffic.
Yeah, well, Vince, as we know, Kenneth Cobonpue, this notable Filipino designer, has been commissioned to revamp NAIA, and it's been a long time in the making, so we're looking forward to that because the airport is the first thing that people see when they come to our country. It should look great, and the air conditioning should at least be working, don't you think?
Absolutely. And actually, yeah, that's on the list as well. One of the 10 things they always comment about, especially if they have a stopover, they'll always say, oh, man, wala nang nag-iba sa airport natin, ganun pa rin. Yung airport dun sa, fill in the blank, wherever their stopover was it Japan, Hawaii,
Oo,
Korea?
nakakahiya, nakakahiya talaga.
Yeah, so thankfully they're doing something now slowly, but hopefully sooner than later.
All right, and then Vince, let's wrap it up. I know that a lot of the people in the Philippines, they get scam texts on their phones. Talk to us about this next topic.
Actually, this next one, this one really went viral. I think it's posted on the site for a day or two and has 20,000 shares already. And I think it's because a lot of people can relate to it. Nowadays, you get a lot of text scams where if you're not that familiar with them, you might even fall into it. I think one of the scams is it says that your line is about to be cut unless you text a certain number to something. And what happens is actually you're sending a load to someone. So they could scam you that way. And what happened with this guy who got the scam, he's actually a computer programmer. And what he did was he programmed something where it sent 3,000 messages to that scammer. And I think a lot of people related to it and they shared it, they laughed at it. Some people said it was useless because they'll just throw the SIM card away, buy a new one. But still, it started conversation.
Okay. Well, thank you so much, Vince. I hope we'll be able to do this more often. When in Manila is an amazing website. I tune into it. Vince, we'll talk to you very soon. Maraming salamat.
Salamat din. Thanks for having me.
Magbabalik po tayo dito sa Kababayan Today.